Bellator Friday night, headlining against opposite Chidi Njokuani. You came in as a replacement for Mel Manoof on this fight. Were you already planning on fighting right around now? Were you in camp? Are you ready to go?
One of my teammates, Joe Selecki, was in camp getting ready for a fight, so I was doing a lot of training with him, a lot of sprint stuff, getting him ready. So I was in pretty good shape, and I kept telling my manager, I'm ready to go if we can get something before the end of the year. And obviously, I always want more time, but when they offered this to me with 5 weeks, it's like, yeah, that's enough time. I'm in good enough shape. I can get there and be ready. So I jumped on it right away.
When you look at Chidi, his strengths are pretty apparent. He's a great striker. Where do you see this fight playing out for you? Obviously, people would think that, oh, you want to grapple him to the ground, take him, finish it. In your head, how have you played this fight out?
I mean, obviously, getting him on the ground is great. That's where I'm going to be dominant. But I know he's going to be looking for that right away. He's going to be trying to keep me from taking him down. I know that's all he's thinking about. And while he is faster than me, he's longer than me. But I got more power than him. I'm the bigger guy. So when we're on our feet and we're throwing, he might tag me a couple times, but every time I hit him, it's going to hurt him and it's going to matter. So I don't think there's a place that I really have to be scared of him. There's just places, in closer is going to be better for me.
Do you feel like you need to overwhelm him on the feet in order to get that grappling game going, if that's where it ends up?
I don't know about overwhelming, but I need to have him worried about my hands, and I think we can get there pretty quick.
Let's talk about your last fight, Rafael Lovato Jr. I know coming off of a loss, there's never a good feeling about it. Is there any takeaway from it? Are you one of the people that you learn more from a loss than you do a win?
I think you have to look at it that way. Obviously, I was very disappointed in the fight, especially that third round. I felt good going into that third round and just made bad decisions. So, one thing I've done to change up what I do is I've always kind of ran my camps, brought guys in, made sure I've had plenty of partners. But I've made, the decisions on what we do. And this camp, I've done a lot of traveling and training in Charlotte with Jeff GMO and his gym, GMO. And, having another person push me, solid guys around me, and not having to make those decisions on what I do, I think that's going to help me better later in the rounds a lot.
After your fight, he's looking at a title shot in January. Do you take any solace in that, knowing that if you were going to lose, at least it's to a guy that's the promotion sees as a top contender?
Obviously, I'm disappointed, knowing that could have been me, but at the same time, like you said, at least I know that fight meant something, and I think that it shows that a couple fights from now, I'm right back there. So, it's not like I didn't get knocked down to 5th or 6th. I think I'm still right there, just another win or two, and I'm right back the #1 contender.
Where does the win over Chidi put you if all things go your way on Friday?
I think it keeps me right there at the top. Chidi's a tough guy. He's been in Bellator for a while with lots of wins. So I think beating him keeps me right where I am. And then, I'm a call away from fighting for the title and get another fight, get that behind me, and then I know I'm right there.
Is there a name that you have on the tip of your tongue? Maybe after that fight, you call him out in the ring that makes sense for you after this Chidi fight that gets you close to that title shot?
I'm not really thinking about anything after this right now. I'm more focused on Chidi. I got to spend my time there and not look past him. Made that mistake before in wrestling several times, and it cost me. So not looking past him, just concentrate on this fight, and then we'll see who's next.
2019, how active would you like to be next year, and do you think that a title shot is imminent?
I think a title shot's in my future. I'd like to fight, 3 times next year. I think that'd be a good pace for me. And if I get out there, get this win, get another win early in 2019, I've got to have a title shot coming soon. And if not, I just want to stay busy, fight again, and fight for the title by the end of the year. I'm just going to, keep fighting people, keep getting wins until that time comes.
Do you have the mentality of wanting to get that one back? Is Lovato somebody that you'd like to face again?
I definitely like to have that fight again. I think we were an exciting fight. I think we did a good job putting on a good show, and we were very evenly matched. I thought going to that third round I was up by 2, but I didn't dominate any rounds. So I think that's something people would like to see again, and it's something I would definitely like to have another shot at.
And as someone watching the division closely, how do you see the fight between Mousasi and Lovato playing out? Who do you think is going to win that one?
I get asked that question a lot. I'm not going to say who I think will win because it's hard for me to say. But, Mousasi's got such good stand-up. He's good at getting back up off the ground. But Lovato's so long, so tricky on his feet and on the ground, you can't prepare for him. It's hard to fight somebody that you can't find anybody else to prepare for, and that really, I think that was one of the problems of my fight. Is the further the fight went, you can't find a 6'4" guy that's his level of jiu-jitsu and can strike. So it's just hard to prepare for that guy.